Hey Aquarius, it's Tashina, the Wishing Moon, here to bring you your February 2018 love reading. Just so you know, my readings usually resonate with the sun and moon sign, but not the rising sign. So please don't check your rising sign with me, but make sure and check your moon sign because I sometimes resonate more with the moon than the sun. Okay, here come cards. We're starting Aquarius. You know, I think somebody else got these, and I can't remember who it is right now. But, well, Chariot card could be you're dealing with a Cancer. This is the move card. It means really taking action and getting a plan together and moving. Like, could be a physical move. It could be a trip you're taking. It could be a like just taking the reins of your life, really. Choose your battles. So there's someone that you need to find some balance with that is potentially argumentative, is someone that creates drama when there isn't any, and you're going to have to make some harsh choices in what you want to, battle with them about. And you're even, what is shaking on my table? Okay. You're even having trouble finding the balance in the situation. Like, you're finding it hard to be stable, Aquarius. You're finding it like there's even a new possibility of a new job, a new income stream, a new work, something new. And you're even, because of what's going on in this, kind of drama, you're finding it hard to even like accept any of that, like to stay stable, to build from it. Because how can you build if you are always on edge, Um, Ace of Pentacles could also be a earth sign. All right. Yeah. So it's this balance that you're not finding. You're also not interested, like you are, because you're not off balance, just in general, you're just kind of off balance in, especially with money and work. Finances are causing you to be afraid to take the leap of faith, afraid to walk forward on the things that on the things that are meant for you. Like you're stuck. You're in a stalemate. You're um there's an emotional component to it that's causing the feeling of being stuck. It really could be a Cancer involved in this because you've got the moon within that card as well, and the Chariot card there. And I'm getting this feeling that someone is, maybe somebody's giving you an ultimatum. Maybe someone is forcing an issue that's causing things to go out of balance and making you feel less capable, like less courageous. Um, so let's see what's going on. Let's see who this person is. So for Aquarius 2018, oh, there we go. February. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Tower came out. Oh, here, I'll move this up so you can see. Yeah, because you know what you like to see is Tower, right? um, let's see. So, this new beginning or move, like it could be a move. It could be a physical move. It really can be with the Ace of Pentacles. You know what? With the Tower in reverse, I guess it's making me feel like maybe you dodged something, but there's still kind of an aftermath to it, you know? So let's say you moved or you took a new job or something opened up for you in a tangible way, okay? In a career way, potentially in your life opening up in a different direction kind of way. You potentially dodged something devastating that could have happened with the Tower. However, it's still that mean for you at least it means that there's still some underlying stuff that you have to deal with. Like there's still some balance that you have to find. There's still some like stability that you have to create. There's still some choices that you have to make. There's still that confidence that you need to get back. There's still work to do. There's still lots of work to do. And because yes, maybe you dodged a bullet in one situation does not mean that things are good. Okay. So let's see what came up. That's your energy. You've got the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. And then Justice reversed on the bottom of the deck, which kind of looks basically like this two of swords here. So balance, balance, balance. That's what your reading is going to look like. That's what you need to do. You need to really figure out some balance between like work and I don't know if it's work and play. I don't know if it's like work and it's definitely work on one side, but I feel like you're even getting pressure like from your significant other or from like family. It's like pressure. Like Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so all this pressure that you're under is causing you to be short, snippy, kind of bitchy, like, um, you know, saying nasty shit that you shouldn't be saying. Like it's causing you to change who you are as a person. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure you're under, holding on to things that you shouldn't be holding on to. Like, not feeling like you're confident enough to just let this crap go and then start something fresh and new. You're actually feeling like you need to stick in this crappy situation. So, Page of Wands, end of the month, reverse. Ugh. Somebody conceited. It's a fire sign. Sag, Leo, Aries. Somebody you want to hold on to. There's a Cancer involved. It looks like certainly a Cancer here, and there's a fire sign involved. That, or if it's not that, then this person is who you turn into, basically. So you go from this bitchy, yucky, like this person that like wants to cut people's, like cut their ego, you know what I mean? Like cut them up, to someone who is so scared to let go of what they have that like they almost become so entranced by their own themselves. Like they get like they almost fall in love with themselves, you know, like in a negative way though, like in a conceited, egotistical, arrogant way. Like Aquarius feels like this energy. Like I think Sagittarius kind of went through it last month where it feels like I am not confident in who I am yet, you know? I'm building that, okay? I'm not confident who I am yet. And I know some of the path to what the things I need are through money and stability, right? So Sagittarius almost was like, I don't give a crap. I'm just going to do me and, you know, throw that out there. Fake it till you make it. That's what it feels like. Like fake it till you make it. So careful about creating battles where there aren't any because of your sharp tongue. Um, the you don't need to fight with people because you're feeling unstable, you know? It could just be an unstable time for you. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card. Oh, actually, let's do a Romance Angel deck. We'll do one of these. You know, it's so funny because I saw this at the bottom of the deck and I thought I should just pick that up because I knew it was going to come out. Religious factors. So your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So, so it could be about expectations. It could be about people. I do feel like there's a lot of pressure, you know. So it could be like parental pressure. It could be pressure from your significant other that you know that the balance isn't right. Like you're not spending enough time with them, or you're spending too much time at work. It's kind of something like that. That's what it feels like. It feels like the work home balance is off. The work family balance is off. And it's causing fights. It's causing petty fights, and it's causing some yucky words being said, you know? And maybe you left the situation and that's why it's not as harsh as it could have been. You know, maybe you kind of walked away, maybe you took a break. Um, but it's going to continue. You got to get your confidence back. You got to build that back up. Okay, let's ask how you do that. How does Aquarius, what messages does Aquarius need to know about this reading? That's a card right there. Okay, so I want to see what this card is. Grounding for creativity. I actually don't think it's your card. I think your card is right here, which came out too. I think it is mental detour. Okay. The other one was grounding for creativity, which is Ace of Wands. And I don't think that's what it is. I think it's this one. So maybe I'll pull them both and we'll kind of read a little bit of each. Okay. So Ace of Wands first. Okay. The One of Wands involves grounding the fire energy represented in the Suit of Wands. This energy is expansive, passionate, and creative. We define creativity in a broad way as an expressive, generative energy that you can bring to every aspect of life. As the first card in this suit, the One is about providing the base needed to support this energy. We must have a container for the fire so it can grow. The container is provided by grounding, which means being centered and having a solid connection with Earth. This is particularly necessary in modern cultures, which have a more mental energy that tends to move us away from our bodies and disconnect us from the Earth. Once grounded, the fire energy can be activated and harnessed in useful ways. Without this earth base, the fire can get out of control and lead to scattered, unbalanced, or inflamed behaviors and states of consciousness. Grounding is particularly important when you find yourself confused, overwhelmed, hypersensitive, or spacey. When this happens, try sitting or walking on the earth, barefoot if possible, or like the diva in the card, open your root chakra and run the energy down into the earth to ground you. Maintain a strong grounding cord to the earth. Let's see, when you draw this card, it often indicates that a new creative spark wants to take form. The fire energy wants to rise in you, bringing more expansion and passion into your life. Make sure you're grounded and centered so you can handle it. So, I mean, this talks about a lot of things that I talked um, about feeling that, overwhelmed, confused, hypersensitive, unbalanced, scattered behavior, like feeling that energy. And even, this is the page of fire. So even towards the end of the month, the best you can hope for is this conceited, unbalanced energy. And so grounding they're saying ground yourself. I was saying confidence. That's another way to say it is like, being grounded breeds confidence in yourself. Um, I would think that this is a time to step back a bit and take a pause and really do some self work, do some true grounding and like work. Okay, I want to read Mental Detour, Nine of Cups. One of traditional meanings given this card is free flowing feeling. Since we have been looking at defensive strategies in the Suit of Cups, we use this card to represent the cutting off from feelings that accompanies the defense of intellectualizing. Those who intellectualize can talk a good game and sometimes even be quite articulate about emotions. They just don't feel them. When you rely heavily on this strategy, you become a talkhead, cut off not just from emotions, but from the rest of your body. Your intellect becomes your only organ of perception. This strategy finds a fair amount of support in the industrial and high-tech cultures, which tend to have a lot of respect for people of high intellect. In this strategy, the mind is used as a shield, as something to hide behind. It gives a false sense of power and control. This card tells you that it is time to get out of your head and open up to your feelings more. You may not see yourself as someone who uses intellectualizing as a defense strategy, but we all do this at times. It doesn't have to mean being it doesn't have to mean being intellectual. Ordinary ruminating or daydreaming can serve as well. You are simply detoured from your feelings, perhaps not even noticing what has happened. The first step is to develop strong enough self observation skills that you notice the detour. Put yourself under the microscope and see if you can find out what makes your feelings seem so dangerous to you. It may take a fellow detective to help you with this. It's important to create what in the therapy world called a safe container for your feelings, particularly if you've never had much support from them for them. This may be a trusted relationship, perhaps with a therapist, or it may be your journal. Feelings can seem pretty overwhelming at times, especially if you're not used to acknowledging them. So it is helpful to work with strong feelings a little at a time. Let the feelings come up, stay with it a moment, and then scoot away until you're ready to feel a little more. Knowing how much you can handle and having someone there to help you cope with very big feelings can help provide the safety needed to go into territory that feels frightening. The more you develop these skills, the less you'll need to run into your head for safety. You can evolve from a talking head to a heart that is in contact with the world. Okay, so finding the balance, grounding, and then feeling. I mean, feeling, grounding, whichever, but those two in connection will allow you to get your confidence back. Okay, Aquarius, if you want to get a personal reading from me, I'm at thewishingmoon.com. I wish you well for February.